Good morning, stamping friends. Welcome to my YouTube Live. My name is Lorri Heiling, and I'm so glad you're joining us. And I hope you guys had a great weekend. Some of you experienced daylight savings time. We in Arizona don't do that, so nothing's changed in my world. But we're going to start right away with our project. Now, you guys, I'm in love with this paper and the stamp set. This is what I'm doing for my online card club. So unfortunately, the deadline is already passed. So it's too late to sign up for my online card club because I'm going to be ordering probably today. But I just still want to use this product because I love it so much. Now, you're not going to find this in a catalog because this is what we call an online exclusive. And this is only found online. However, you can order it anyway. If you come to any of my classes, you can order this at class. You can go online and order it. But all you have to know is the code numbers. And you can find that by looking on the website and then just clicking Latte Love, and the whole bundle or suite will come up, and so you can order that way. But for those of you who are all signed up and ready to go, I think you're really going to like this month's projects. So I'm going to combine it with another one of my favorite stamps, but this is the basics that we're using, and I did make a little sheet because I know I'm going to be using this a lot. And isn't this really pretty paper? They always have a nice little reverse side that you can use. This one doesn't have to be coffee related, that one either, and the plaid, and so there's lots of ways you can use this. And the other stamp set that we're going to use is called By My Side, and I just think this one is so cute. Plus it has some great sentiments, even though we're going to use one of the coffee ones today. So it's kind of a fast and simple one, but it's still really cute. And I don't know, I think that people are liking the simpler ones just because they're doable and you can get them done in no time. So we're going to start with basic white, and I like to use the thick cardstock when it's the base of the card, and this is 11 inches by 4 1/4, and then I scored it in half on the long side, so that makes it at 5 1/2. I already folded it, but I'll do it again, and then I'll use my bone folder on it. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the designer series paper, which this is the one I'm going through the most because I like the colors in this. It has pecan pie. Oh, actually, I should show you on here. I always put the coordinating colors down the side. So this uses the petal pink and pecan pie for the main colors in here. All right, so we are just going to adhere this to the card base, and this is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. It's the exact size of the card front. Now, if you use a 12 by 12 paper, you're only going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 on a sheet. If you trim it down with a little border and have a 4-inch, 4-inch width, then you can get 6 on a sheet. But I wanted it to fill up the whole front of this card. All right, the next thing we're going to do is I took a 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 piece of basic white cardstock, and what I did was I used the largest die, and I just die cut this. And what we're going to do is we are going to place this on the front, and what I'm going to do is try to get a nice angle. So what you have to be aware of is make sure that the right side is covered up with your white, and then also this corner has to hit the top of the paper. And then I try to angle it as much as I can. Let's see. Oh, I can't slide it over more. Okay, so it's just going to have to, let's see, about like that. So what I'm going to do next is flip this over, and then I'm going to take just a pencil and I'm going to make a line right where I want that cut. Now you can use your scissors if you want, or you can go use your paper trimmer. I think I'm going to use my paper trimmer. And because it's on the back side, you're not going to see my line. So let me quick cut this and I'll be right back. Again, the rectangle was deckled rectangles that I used. And now you can see what it's going to look like when I put this on the front of the card. Right like that. But I'm not going to adhere it yet because I want to do some decorating on here. So the next thing we're going to do is set this aside. And then we are going to use a piece of scrap basic white and our cute little girl who's holding a little bird, and then Memento Black because I am going to color with blends. And as you all know, maybe you don't know, you can only use Memento ink when you color with blends. Otherwise, if you use StazOn, because the markers are alcohol based, it will bleed. So we want to use Memento, and then we are going to color this. Now I'm going to color this one because beforehand I cut it out so it didn't take so much time, but I'm going to color this for you, and let me show you my palette of colors or blends. I have Petal Pink Light, Pool Party Light, Pecan Pie, Light and Dark, and Light Calypso Coral. All right, now the other thing I forgot to mention is you can see how I cut the bird off. Can you guess what I'm going to put on her hand instead of a bird? And then this is going to be her dress, and so we're just going to place it on top like that. So you can color this if you'd like, if you want it to go faster, but I just thought it would be cute to make a DSP dress. I also tried the plaid in this. I'll show you what that looks like after I put this on. And green glue would be the best because you want to get out on all the edges here. Just line that up. Isn't that cute? Okay, now, maybe you like the plaid one better. I don't know. That's cute too. Brings in more color, but I just did the plain one. You can do whatever you want. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is put this together. So we're not going to place this on here because I want to stamp on here, and you know I'm going to put dimensionals behind this, so I don't want to put dimensionals on before I stamp, but we need to place where all this is going to go. So the little girl, I want you to make sure that she is horizontal to the bottom of the card. It's kind of like an optical illusion. It's kind of like well, I guess you could go like that if you wanted, and like her leg up, but I want her to be kind of like she's walking like that. Okay, now before I put her on, I did take, look at the stamp. See this swirl here? It's a coffee swirl, but I'm going to use that as her ground because I feel like she's kind of floating here and I need to put some ground on her. So what I'm going to do is take Smoky Slate, and I want you to see what happens when I stamp off. Stamp off means you're getting rid of some of the ink so it's lighter in color. So if I do it full strength, it looks like that, and stamping off once looks like that. See how much lighter it is? And that's what we want. So let me see if I can get this lined up again. Make sure I'm in the camera. All right, so let's stamp once on here and then once off here. And I'm just going to move her and just kind of guess where it goes. See how it just gives her a little bit of ground. All right, now we are going to, I think we can go ahead and put her on. Let me grab my dimensionals, and for sure you're going to want to use the mini dimensionals on this one. I don't even think I'm going to put her feet down. I'm just going to let her feet float, and I'll put, I think 3 will be enough. I have a feeling this set is going to retire. So if you want this one, because I think it's been in a couple of catalogs, make sure you snag it before it's gone. A lot of things are going to be retiring. In fact, Thursday I'll be in Texas at a Stampin' Up! Event, and I'm so excited to be in person again, see all of our friends, and you know, with COVID we didn't meet in person, but we're finally getting back to that. Now we have to have her holding something. So what I did was I took the paper that has these teeny tiny little cups on, if you can believe it, and we are going to color in one of these. I recommend that you color while it's still on the paper, but just, well, I don't even have to show you, you know how to color a cup, but let me grab the one because I did cut one out, but I'm not kidding. If I sneeze, it's going to go flying. But you see how I have to kind of hold it while I'm coloring it? It's easier to color it when it's on the bigger sheet. And this is where my Calypso Coral will come in. All right, now we'll see if I can get a teeny tiny dimensional. I bet I'm going to have to trim this off so it's even smaller. The edges are great for these tiny pieces that you need. So just grab a little square for this, even smaller than the hexagon on here. Of course, we have to pop up the coffee cup too. Oh boy, this is tiny. This is like Barbie size again. All right, so let's put this cute little coffee cup in her hand like this. There we go. All right, now we just need the sentiment on here. I think I can move this one now. And I'm going to use the one that says, hello there, let's catch up. And again, I haven't put it on here yet because I want to make sure that I'm going horizontally with the bottom. So just ink that up with early espresso. Helps to have your card straight. Now we can adhere all this together, and because this already has dimensionals, I want this to pop up even more. So I am going to grab my foam adhesive strips to make an even larger pop. And you can cut these or rip them or whatever. I usually just rip them, but I might need a little bit more than I have here. And make sure you go in between too, because we don't like sagging cards. I need 2 more pieces. All right. My edges are a little bit frayed, which means I have a dull blade. I should have checked that before I cut. And there's an easy fix to that. Just take your paper snips and go down the edge. Actually, I was off a little bit on my DSP here, or I mean on my white cardstock, so I'll just trim that a little bit more. There we go. All right, there is our cute little coffee card, and then you can use some of these, you know, on the inside. Actually, let's finish this. Oh, look at, I need to go off the bottom as well. Sometimes you don't know till you flip the card over. So see how it went just a little bit past there? That's easy, just trim it in line with your card. There we go. All right, now let's finish it off on the inside. I already know what I want to do. When I'm using a stamp set over and over and over again, because I'm planning my online card club, I just keep them all in a smaller bin. Otherwise, I have to keep getting them out and putting them on blocks when I'm going to use this to death this month. So I am going to use the stamp that says you're the best part of my day, and I want that in dark again. So let's do that in early espresso. And then what we're going to do is take that little coffee mark, that is the coffee ring, I guess you would call it, that is left over when you have your coffee and you spill it a little bit. And I guess I'm going to have to pull some other colors. We're going to use crumb cake because I want just light. I think pecan pie is going to be a little bit too dark. Well, actually I want to use splats too. So we'll just do a couple of these and we'll stamp off too. Less is more sometimes. And then let me grab the splat. Coffee beans would be cute on here too. Let's do a couple splats. And I think for this one I will do pecan pie, but this one for sure I'm going to stamp off because I know full strength is going to be way too dark. So let me pull my paper here again. I'll show you the difference. Here's full stamped off. I might even want to go 3. Yeah, I'll do 2 and 3. So once is full strength, there's 2, there's 3. Okay, maybe one more. I think sometimes they're better in odd numbers. There. All right, now we have a completed card. I hope you enjoyed that, all you coffee lovers. If not, just send it to someone who does love coffee, but just a sweet little card. And if you decide you want to order on my online website, be sure and use the host code right here. That helps me, so I'm able to hand out little gifts for people that put $50 order or more, and then I will send you a thank you card along with that little gift of Stampin' Up! Products. So thank you so much for watching today. I'll be back again next Tuesday morning. That's when I do my YouTube Lives, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thank you again for joining me, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.